Interview with Christopher Robin, February 13th, 2014. Alright, so I'm here with Christopher Robin, and I'm going to ask him a few questions about his new upcoming EP and, his record label he just became a part of. Some other interesting questions. Alright. So, first, tell us about your EP.
Um, I've got an EP coming out sometime within the next couple months. We just finished recording. Um, we've got about one day left of recording, and just to get one small verse done and a couple features or whatever. That's called Cthulhu. It's my second EP, and
What about your first one? Tell us about your first one.
my first one is that I released last June. It was called Besides That, Mrs. Lincoln, How Is the Show? That was my 5 songs I recorded with Morose Records. They put it out. That was just my first thing. It was basically an introduction. We did the video Mammoth for that. That's online with Inkblot Productions. That was a really cool thing. We'll be hopefully doing a video again with them for this new EP, Cthulhu. I feel like this new EP is going to be a lot darker, a lot heavier, but also it's like it gets darker and kind of crazier in some parts where it's like silliness, and then in others it actually gets a lot more real and a lot more serious, which I didn't do very much on my first EP besides one song called Romance 2.5. So I think that'll be interesting for people to hear, just kind of that transition of Christopher Robin just getting older and more fucking insane.
Tell us. So I'm curious. Will Pentagrammer be on the CD?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that song. Tell us about that song.
Pentagrammer is a song I wrote and recorded in 2013 here in Dearborn, also for Cthulhu. I started playing it at my past couple shows just to kind of give people a preview and just see how they felt about it. There's already people screaming the words back at me at the last show at the Rockery. It's not even online yet. Some people know a lot of people know a decent amount of words. It's weird. But that song is about, it's basically how I find people use religion as some kind of scapegoat to for their bigoted views, basically. Views typically in these situations, these religions, they persecute people, homosexuals, they persecute people of color, they persecute women, it's insane. And people just use this shit. It's, I don't know, and I disagree with the whole system. So I wrote a song about it, and it's called Pentagram, and it's just about growing up as a Catholic and realizing how much of it's bullshit, and getting older and seeing the effects these things have on the world, and taking a stand and saying, I'm not for this shit. That's basically it. Yeah.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, man, cheers.
Oh! Beer can do.
Oh, yeah. Understanding that you've been performing, since early high school. You've been doing live shows.
Yeah, I've been playing shows since I was 14. 13, 14, something like that.
And I've come to the you've played in all different types of bands, right?
Yeah, lots of different kinds of bands. I've been in some metal bands, some punk bands. First band I was in was a punk band. Then I kind of moved on to some more like metalcore type stuff, deathcore, death metal, fucking. I played in some ska bands, post-hardcore band, all kinds of stuff. A hardcore band. It sounds kind of redundant. The subgenres, hardcore, post-hardcore, deathcore. Hang out with too many music names.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. Tell us about Morose Records.
Morose Records is a label I hooked up with in August, not this past August, but the August before. Morose and I met, and I was actually the first person he got involved with the label, really, besides Freeze Ray Productions, but that was more of like a joining thing, like a merging thing. Yeah. I linked up with him, started recording some music. When I came back to Michigan this past June in 2013, I put out my first EP. I recorded that in my first month back on Morose Records, and that's a lot of that material. Most of that material is what I have been playing shows currently with. The songs I've been performing and things like that.
Tell us about some of just for fans, audience members out there who really enjoy your music.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your personal favorite songs by yourself?
My favorite Christopher Robin songs. There's a song that's coming out on Valentine's Day called Slinging Slasher. That's going to be off my new EP, Cthulhu. I love that one because it's just like it's a lot like my first song, Unspeakable Evil, which is also on this album. That was like my first time saying like this is what Christopher Robin is about. This is who I am, and I don't give a fuck what you think about it. And it states my intentions, everything. I really like that song, but it's random and it's funny, but it's very it was on point. It was what I was trying for. This song is like Christopher Robin grows a year, and it's been a fucking year, man. So you can tell, and it's. I think I'm gonna have a lot of good response to it. That's one of my favorite songs, honestly, because I'm just so geeked. Cause I've been listening to that constantly because I just got it. Besides that, some of my favorite songs are Money Sign is probably my personal favorite. There's no particular reason why. I just sat down and one night was particularly happy with my lyrics. I saved those lyrics for a few months, actually, before I even recorded the song. But, that's personally one of my favorites lyrically. The songs I've done with Morose and the other guys on the label, such as like Bang, for example. If you've been to our shows, you've heard Bang. That's coming out on an upcoming mixtape. I won't say by who because it's kind of a surprise or whatever, but that's another one of my favorites. It's got Johnny K, Jet Walker, 5 Star General, Morose. They're all on that shit, and it's fucking tight. The crowd goes insane every time we play that song at shows. So, I'd say those are probably like my 3 favorites.
Bang is a really good song.
Thank you.
It is. I like the collaboration. I was actually gonna ask you about the collaboration with other local artists on the same label or other labels. And that's that's nice. It's good to see that.
Uh, um,
It's
yeah, it's a beautiful thing coming together with another artist and taking all of your ideas, and it's like, you know, you have the producer, you have the you know, and then whatever other rappers, singers, whatever instrumentalists are on the song itself, all working together. It really is an interesting thing. Everybody brings something different to the table, but we're all headed in the same direction. You know, that's been one of my favorite things as a rapper. Is it's so easy to, you know, it's not like a band where you're mainly with this one group of people. It's just, you know, I work with this guy. I go record a song for him. I go do a feature or whatever, or you know, whoever comes over, for whether it be a stranger or an old friend who most people haven't heard of, or is doing their own thing, not really with our team or whatever. Or of course my label mates, who are always a fucking blast. Um, yeah, I love working with other people. It's if it if I thought I could get away with it, if I didn't think it'd be so ridiculous, I'd have every song I put out would have like 6 of my friends on it, or 6 other fucking rappers, you know. It's just I can never. I want every song to have everyone I know on it, everyone I like on it.
how do you feel having music in your life has grown you or maybe helped you uh, through hard times if it has as a person like what about like like tell us about the music of your daily life, like what's your what what helps you survive.
Um, music in general. I feel like as an artist, music has given me something, an art form I'm passionate about, an art form I can communicate through. It's fun, it's fulfilling, it fits my personality. Um, you know, I'm not. I'm a little bit too obnoxious to be strictly an author, you know, or a painter or something like that. I don't know. I love jumping around and yelling in people's faces. And that's, you know, this thing which I am so passionate about. It has allowed me to set up goals that one after a time, one slowly but surely, you know, you knock them down, and that's again another really fulfilling feeling. And it helps you to connect with other people and meet people and travel and do all kinds of things that I would have never done before. It opens you up to all kinds of ideas. Um, you meet people from all walks of life in so many different kinds of music, you know? Um, so, yeah, music has been probably the biggest source of inspiration and motivation in my entire life that I've ever had. Um, if you're talking about what kind of songs I listen to on a day to day, that varies. That varies greatly. Whether I'm listening to some good folk or indie or whatever, you know, uh, fucking from that all the way down to like hardcore, all the way to like metal, all the way to like fucking ska, reggae, rock steady. I love pop. I love some cheesy like 95.5 pop and shitty ass radio rap. I love underground, good technical rap, cheesy fucking just ridiculous shit you're never gonna hear. That's never gonna be popular. Real avant-garde shit. Um, the whole spectrum, you know, the stuff your little sister listens to, and the shit your hipster cousin fucking brags about listening to. I just love all kinds of music.
All right.
But basically, my main influence is Whitney Houston. I listen to Whitney Houston on a daily basis.